So 2025 is winding down, and you know what that means. The pressure's on to make 2026 a massive success. But where to even begin? It's not just about closing the books, right? It's about building a marketing plan that's actually smart and focused. In this explainer, we're going to break down a really powerful framework that's built specifically for B2B businesses in Oman and the UAE. We'll show you how to turn last year's data into next year's growth.
Let's be real for a second. When you look back at everything you did in 2025, what do you see? Is it a nice, clean roadmap where you can trace your goals straight to your results? Or does it look a little more like this tangled mess? Just a web of different campaigns and metrics that are kind of hard to connect. Hey, if it's the second one, you're definitely not alone. And that's exactly what we're here to untangle today. And look, if it feels like things are getting harder every year, you're not imagining it. The business world in both Oman and the UAE is moving faster than ever. The digital landscape just keeps expanding, your customers expect way more personalization, and let's face it, the competition is getting fiercer in pretty much every single industry.
This right here is the big idea we're going to keep coming back to. In today's market, you don't win by just doing more stuff or by outspending everyone. You win by being smarter. For small and medium-sized B2B companies, this kind of strategic clarity, it's your superpower. It's all about putting your resources exactly where they're going to have the biggest impact.
Okay, so how do we get that clarity? Well, it all starts by looking in the rearview mirror. We're kicking things off with Phase 1, which is all about digging into your 2025 performance. And don't think of this as some boring report. Think of it as a strategic intelligence mission to figure out what really moved the needle.
Here are the 5 key steps of that mission. First, you'll look at the goals and KPIs you set out with. Then, you're going to go channel by channel to see how each one did. After that, you'll peek at what your competitors were up to, get some direct feedback from your customers, and finally, you'll compare what you plan to spend versus what you actually spent. It gives you that full 360-degree view.
Now let's get into the channels, because this is where it gets interesting. We're not talking about vanity metrics here. For your website and SEO, you got to ask, were businesses in Oman and the UAE actually finding us when they searched for a solution? And on LinkedIn, which is an absolute powerhouse for B2B in the GCC, what kind of content actually got people to click and engage? What made you look like the expert? This is how you get real, actionable answers.
And of course, we have to talk about the money. Putting your planned budget next to your actual spending is always a moment of truth, isn't it? It shows you, in black and white, which campaigns just ate up your resources without delivering and where you might have missed a huge opportunity. This financial reality check is the bedrock for building a budget for 2026 that actually works.
All right, so you've done the digging, you've got all this amazing intel from 2025. Now we're ready for Phase 2, building for 2026. This is where we stop looking back and start architecting the future. We're going to turn all those insights into a plan that's smart, lean, and seriously powerful.
First things first, goals. You've probably heard of SMART goals, but they are absolutely essential here. Vague goals like get more leads just won't cut it. A SMART goal sounds more like this: increase qualified leads from LinkedIn and Oman by 15% within the first quarter of 2026. You see the difference? It gives you a crystal clear target to shoot for.
Now these steps are so practical because they're based on evidence, not just guesswork. Take updating your buyer personas. This is not just some creative exercise. With things like Oman's upcoming e-invoicing mandate in 2026, your clients' problems and priorities are literally changing. Your marketing has to change with them. And the same logic goes for your budget. You put your money behind the channels that prove they work.
And this is how it all comes together beautifully. An integrated strategy means your channels aren't just doing their own thing. Your awesome content gets found because of your local SEO. Then, that same content is shared on social media to build your authority. It's sent to your best prospects via email, and you boost it with targeted ads. See? Each piece strengthens the others, creating a totally smooth journey for your clients.
Ultimately, what this whole process does is create your unique path to growth. It's about making that shift from reactive, kind of chaotic marketing to a deliberate strategy where every single action has a clear purpose and every dollar is accounted for. You're moving from chaos to clarity.
This quote just captures the spirit of this whole thing perfectly. A year-end review isn't about getting stuck in the past. It's about using the past as a launchpad. It is your single best opportunity to pause, recalibrate your entire direction, and get ready for a much more successful year. So, we'll end with this question for you. When you replace all that complexity with true clarity,
and you swap out the guesswork for real data, you're not just making another marketing plan. You are building a foundation for real, sustainable growth. The only question left is, with that clarity on your side, what will you achieve in 2026?